2018 was a special year for the BVI Spring Regatta and Sailing Festival. The event organizers, race committee, and volunteers had planned for some new things, like a full moon race around the British Virgin Islands. But they and the staff of Nanny Key didn't plan on a 25-foot storm surge and 250-mile-an-hour winds to damage 80% of the buildings on Tortola, and to need to rebuild the race village from scratch in a new location.
This year has been exceptionally challenging. Post-Irma, everything is exceptionally challenging. A week and a half ago, this place was basically almost like a desert. And with the cooperation of the Nanny Key crew, we put in electric, the infrastructure, the water, buildings, telephone poles. We've gathered all the food vendors. We've built the bar, lighting, entertainment, the stage, which is back here. We've hired the bands. We have clothing vendors. It's recreating a whole new village. I'm very grateful even for the opportunity. When I was here in November, I've been here for 27 years. The discussion about the Spring Regatta was like starlight on the water. It was just a vision, and now it's a reality. I guess the term of endearment a lot of my friends and fellow workers were is I'm like the village idiot for taking it on. And a fellow who is involved with the regatta, Ramiz, he told me that I'm a lifer. But I've been doing it, and I love doing it, and I made the commitment that if we have a spring regatta this year, that I would do it again.
Lewis and the staff of Nanny Key were honored with the Guy Eldridge True Spirit and Enthusiasm Award to recognize their tireless efforts. Without them, there would be a load less hope inspiring recovery efforts around campus.
It's been a very long 7 months, but to see this all tonight makes it all worthwhile. But it'd be nothing without all of you, and thank you so much for coming. We'll do it better next year.
Out on the race course, teams were awarded for their success racing, not only around buoys, but around the islands in electric waters that always keep sailors coming back for more. Taking home completely recycled and repurposed trophies, including line cups, sections of damaged masts, and repurposed glass, were Eddie Brockbank in the multi-hull class aboard Lucky 7 with a near-perfect scoreline. Joining him in the picket fence neighborhood was Haycraft and Wooldridge's Godspeed in performance cruising, and BVI legend Robin Tattersall in the Bareboat 3 class with Makin' Memories. At 87 years young, Tattersall and his crew also took home the best BVI boat and a free charter from Sunsail for winning the International Yacht Club Challenge. So he just might need to come back again in 2019.
We had a lot of luck. We had some great competitors. We had great fun. It was absolutely terrific, and thank you very much. I'm overwhelmed with this, I'm sorry.
The impressive performances continued out on the Soul course. Stephen Cucciaro's Flow nearly swept on their gunboat 60 in the offshore multi-hull class. In CSA Racing 2, where the boats ranged from a Dufour 45 to two IC-24s who enjoyed match racing each other, along with taking on the big boats. Two boats battled all the way until the final day. USVI Peter Stanton's Boogaloo, a Melges 24, was able to take over first place standing over Touch to Play Racing, a new rival out there on the race course for them so far this Caribbean circuit. In the biggest fleet on the water this weekend, the team perhaps farthest traveled won the CSA 1 racing class. Samantaga, a team of rowdy Belgians representing the Royal Yacht Club of Belgium, led by Philippe Mourtka, showed great skill on the water and great spirit on land.
Wow, it's been a fantastic week. And obviously we sailed well, we won, so that's great. And what else do I have to say, boys?
We are coming back.
Well, we're coming back. We're coming back for sure, for sure. The owner doesn't know yet, but it will. We're pushing for him to come back.
The team's going out of their way to make it this year, to beach cleanups, to big donations toward local recovery charities like Adopt a Roof. Sailors from all over the world did what they could to keep BVI strong.
After the Hurricane Irma, everyone knew there was significant devastation to the BVI. But there was also the resilience of the people of the BVI. And also there was a commitment of the tourism community to the BVI, the tourism product. Now moving forward, we have to get the economy back up and running in order to get the whole BVI back on its feet. Like for example, we just completed putting a structure in place to be able to assess a British guarantee in order to be able to get the funds to rebuild the infrastructure, and that is important, right? And now, here we are welcoming all those folk who come to this 47th Spring Regatta to enjoy what was always been recognized as one of the most beautiful places in the world, and also one of the best places to sail in the world.